So I got this whole speech wrote down, and I'm gonna say what I need to say and explain what's been going on, and then we'll get right into the video. This video started with a broken light bracket, and it turned into making sure my boat was 100% legal. So welcome back, Aggravation Nation. I know I've been gone a while, and I wanted to explain what's been going on in my life. So the lobster season kicked off. On here, our season starts, and it's go, 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 go. Anyway, I wasn't home at all at the start of the season. But during this whole lobster fishing starting thing, my wife got severe postpartum depression, and it just threw our whole lives in a whole snowball effect. And my life really needed to be on what mattered at home, helping my wife get better and making sure the kids are taken care of. So YouTube took a back seat for a while because of that. I'm gonna read off of this so I don't ramble on too much. So the whole reason for today's video actually started with fixing the broken light bracket on the boat. Sorry, this got trailer for some stupid reason. Once I got into that, I started thinking about how I can make my boat, take my boat farther than I ever have before, and I should probably be a lot safer than I used to be. I checked Transport Canada's requirements to make sure I've got everything I need. Ordered a first aid kit and started upgrading and organizing safety gear. I'll throw up a screenshot of what Transport Canada requires. And I'll show you what I've added and changed along the way. If you like this kind of content, hit like and subscribe, share it around, and let's get into it, guys. We are installing my new crank, and this one is a 3,500 pound winch, where the other one is a 1,300 pound. So the reason I went so heavy duty is overkill is never a bad thing. So I'm gonna replace that side's bearings, and I'm gonna put a bearing buddy on each side. So here's the parts, got all the pieces for the bearing, and I got the bearing buddies. I just want to take a second to say thank you to every single one of you for getting me to 500 subscribers. That honestly means a lot to me and my family. I originally said I'd do a hat giveaway at 1,000, but that's way too far away, and I really want to give back now. So everyone who's currently subscribed that I can see will be entered to win a free hat with my name and logo on it. Just something small to show my appreciation. I was hoping to post weekly, but with work, kids, and a family life, it's not always easy. So in my next video, I'll announce the winner and reach out by email to get it shipped out. Alrighty then, let's get back to the video. Anyway, so here's my boat. She's been in winter storage since October, I think. Yeah, it's been a long time. Today we are fixing this light. This light came down on my head last year. Well, not on my head, but it would have if I was standing there. And it's because this bracket broke. So this little pod thing, this A-frame that I've got here is too wide. You can't get that. Like, you can't get the bolts around here. So, you know, adapt and overcome, as I tend to do a lot. I'm gonna drill a hole through the bottom of this and have this kind of overhanging, and then I'm gonna put this piece of aluminum right on the bottom to bolt through. So
now you might be asking yourself, why should I subscribe? I'll give you a few reasons. First, I'm not here to throw a bunch of filters, post a bunch of fake stuff just to look good. What you see is what you get. I'm just an average guy doing what I love and bringing you along for the ride. Second, if you enjoy videos, subscribe. If you don't, no hard feelings. I'd rather have real supporters than numbers that don't mean anything. And third, there's no point in building a channel if nobody's watching. So if you guys support me, I'll keep showing up and giving it my best every single time.
as you guys can tell, I finally installed the light. So I'm gonna run this wire all the way down, and this is the extra wire around down here and to the light switch all the way under here that turns on the running lights, so the port and starboard light. So that way I ain't gotta dig into this. When the port and starboard lights are on, the running lights are on, that one, it has to be on too. So we'll wire it up all to the same switch. I've already soldered these two wires and the switch. So now, instead of just a red and green light, now I've got a green, I've got a red, and I've got a white. So that's done. Now I'm just gonna tape this up and tuck it all the way around the A-frame and put it back together. Okay, so we got all the light mounted, wired up. She's all dark in here, but we're installing this on-off switch. And I tried to install this on-off switch before, but my own stupidity, I put black on one post and red on the other, when you're really supposed to go from the battery to this post with red, and from this post with red to a fuse, to the fuse panel. So that way, like the switch panel, if you have a surge, it will just pop the fuse instead of all your electronics. So that's what we're doing right now, and then we're taking out the boat. That battery. Video, I'm going to show you everything that I've added and changed. So it asks for manual propelling, which means oars or an anchor, which I got both. You see me use it. Also, this big thing, I've attached a radar reflector to a stick, and when I'm in low visibility, I'm just gonna tape it right here so that way it's up there. And I googled it, and my A-frame is made of aluminum, but it's not reflective. It ain't got enough sides, so it won't ping off of radars as good. So I'm only gonna take that when it's foggy out. Other than that, it will be out of the boat because I don't have nowhere to store it, and it takes up a bit of room. That being said, if I do go and I don't know if it's gonna be foggy, I'm gonna take it anyway. So you'll probably see it in my videos. So here, I've got a 50-foot heaving line. So after that, I've added this light because you need a masthead light that you can see 365 degrees. And then we added a fire extinguisher. and a sounding device, which is this right here, and she is loud and annoying. Flares in there as well. And then in here, we have a flashlight, which I added, and the pull cord to the outboard motor in case the starter lets go. And of course, you always have life jackets. Never ever go on a boat without one. You always should have one, even though, you know, I'm the one that doesn't wear it, even though they're there. So do as I say, not as I do. So anyway, after that, me and ChatGPT got in a big conversation, I guess. And then I added a turn on and off switch to turn the power on and off. I'm still waiting on buying a new battery. I got a new battery box because the battery should be covered, and so that corrosion doesn't happen, or it minimizes it. And what else? Oh, documents. I got my pleasure craft license, but my dog ate my wallet a few years ago and destroyed everything in it. So I ordered a new couple of them, 3 of them I think, and I'm gonna put one in my wallet. One's gonna stay on the boat, one's gonna be at home for a spare. And then documents to make sure I own the boat. That is another big thing. I need to put those on the boat. I plan to do it, especially if I plan to do some of the big trips I want to do this summer. So with that, on the inside of the boat, I've ordered the bow stickers, which will be displayed right above the name with the serial number of the boat, so that way, you know, it's legal, because I should have that, but I don't. And I've ordered some decals that I'm going to put right here along the stern of my YouTube handle, so that way, free advertising, baby. Alright, so now with all that stuff out of the way, I'm gonna actually take this boat and do what I said I was gonna do with it. I'm gonna take it to get serviced. It's just a yearly service, and when I mean yearly, I mean a year and a halfly, I guess, because it was done in August of 24, I think, and I never serviced it in 25 at all. So I kind of feel bad for putting her on the sidelines like that. But, you know, she'll have an oil change, lower unit change, trailer inspection, not lower unit change, but the oil change, all the fluids changed in the motor. And what else? Oh, maybe an impeller, because she's losing speed and I don't know if she's the prop or the impeller or what. So yeah, all that's done, and I'm gonna take it to the dealership, and you guys probably won't see that because I won't film it.